Hey everyone, my name's Jack and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Star Wars Battlefront 2, particularly the upcoming maps for it as well as maps we want in the future. Let's get straight into it.
Got a target, watch out! Give them everything we've got!
So we already have two new maps coming this December with the Last Jedi season update, which is Dakar and Crate. Dakar being the Resistance base location in The Force Awakens, and Crate being the new base location in The Last Jedi. Obviously we've got a Starfighter Assault map, which is Dakar, I believe, where you're going to obviously escape as a Resistance, and the First Order's going to have to stop them, similar to what mode we already have in Battlefront 2. Then on Crate, I presume it's just going to be a galactic assault, filtered through some strikes, and then heroes versus villains. It makes sense quite like that, and it sounds like it's going to be interesting, to be honest. I can't wait to see more of these maps. Hopefully we're going to get a bit of a cinematic trailer for when they come up, or stuff like that on the game. It's really interesting to see. So today I'm also going to be talking about the top 5 maps I personally want for Battlefront 2, and others want as well. So I asked my Discord community about this, what 5 maps we'd want to appear in Battlefront 2 in later seasons and later updates, and this is what they came up with. By the way, if you'd like to join my Discord server, feel free to click the link down below. We're building an active gaming community in a minute, including games like Star Wars Battlefront 2, Space Engineers, CSGO, PUBG, things like that. Feel free to join our Discord server down below. But let's get straight into the top 5 maps we want in Star Wars Battlefront 2. So coming at number 5 is Felucia. Now it's first actually seen on screen in Star Wars Episode 3. We then got more of it in Star Wars The Clone Wars, and obviously we got to play it in the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 game, and it was a very cool map. Particularly in the campaign where you had to play as a 501st Legion, defend a broken down ATTE, and get to play as Ayla Secure as well. It was really cool, especially when you had to defeat the Acklay as well. That was a really tense and hard mission. I've been playing on the PS2 years ago, where that was a really hard mission, especially when these giant creatures walking around that would just bat and kill you any minute as like a normal clone trooper. That campaign was really awesome. I'm going to create a few videos covering that campaign very soon, so be on the lookout for that. But yes, Felucia is a map I definitely want in Star Wars Battlefront 2 because I think it's awesome. It needs more expansion, and I'd love to see more of it in the game. Let me know what you guys think of Felucia down below in the comments. So coming in at number 4 is Ubar. Now this was first seen in the Clone Wars, particularly when it was a 3-episode campaign over the Battle of Ubar. It was where Jedi General Pong Krell betrayed the clones, started murdering him. He was actually a Separatist ally, things like that. It was really cool. But Ubar was a really interesting planet, known as the Shadow Planet because it didn't receive much sunlight. It had a variety of random and weird life as well. As well as the Umbarans, they were really creepy, especially their tanks, which are advanced technologies, not normally associated with the Galactic Council Republic, really. I mean, the Galactic normal technology is what the clones and the Separatists had, yet the Umbarans had really high levels of futuristic technology. I'm hoping one day we might see more of them, particularly in like the new films. It would be quite cool, or more of an expansion maybe in books about it, because they are like a species I'd like to explore a bit more. But let me know what you guys think of Ubar. I think it'd be a really cool map to play on for Battlefront 2. You can imagine Galactic Assault, the gunships landing, the clones deploying, the giant Umbaran tanks. It would be really cool. Coming in at number 3 is Ubar. This was first seen in Star Wars Episode 3, and then we got to see it a bit more of it in the Clone Wars, particularly the cancelled episodes. Ubar is obviously where General Grievous gets defeated by General Kenobi, the 212th Legion arrive and break a load of stuff and shoot everything, and this is where General Kenobi runs away when Order 66 is executed. Now Ubar is one of my most favourite planets just because its variety of lifestyle and particularly how it's laid out. You've got this sort of civilization now living underground because of what happened on their planet. If you actually read more into what happened to Ubar, it's a very interesting story. You almost feel sorry for locals in a way. But you first played this map in the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. You got to play as a 212th Legion where General Kenobi landed down there. And you got to play as the 501st, didn't you? The 501st came to storm Ubar, and they assisted the 212th, and then they were called back to Coruscant. Which leads me on to my number 2 map, which is Coruscant itself. Now, I definitely want Coruscant in Star Wars Battlefront 2, because if you played the original game, it was a very interesting map to play. Now, I was thinking of interesting modes. If they did a Coruscant season, imagine like a different mode we could get in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Maybe an Order 66 mode. Now, I don't know whether that would be allowed in the game because of its rating, like murdering Jedi as clone troopers, but I don't see it going like it not being allowed. It'd be pretty interesting. Would you guys like an Order 66 game mode? I think I'm going to create another expansion video on that sometime. Head over to my other channel, which is Star Wars Galaxy. I'll leave a link on the screen and in the description now, where I discuss more topics of Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Star Wars news in general. We'll discuss that in a lot more detail. So, leading me into my number 1 all-time top position for what map I'd like to see in Star Wars Battlefront 2, it would have to be Geonosis. Now, you're probably thinking, Jack, why Geonosis? This is amazing. Well, bad. But basically, in Star Wars Battlefront 2, Geonosis is one of the most iconic maps you play as the Clone Troopers, and you can play as the Imperials as well. But the Clone Troopers, it's where the Clone Wars began on Geonosis. We got more expansion episodes in the Clone Wars and later seasons of the second invasion of Geonosis, And yeah, it was just a really cool planet, especially the landing at Point Rain arc in the Clone Wars. I'd really like to see expansions on Geonosis. Fighting for droid factories, fighting in the catacombs. It's just a really interesting planet I'd like to play more of in video games, particularly following on from the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 where we had that map. Or the Star Wars Battlefront 1, the original, where you actually got to fly around as land gunships. Now that would be really cool. But yes guys, I want to know your opinions on these top 5 maps I've selected for what I want in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm very interested in your opinions and what we can see down below, so feel free to leave some comments in my comment section. Leave a like on the video as well if you support the idea of new maps in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm interested in your feedback. I hope you enjoyed my list. Remember guys, I'm open to seeing your suggestions as well. Please do leave your planet suggestions down below in the comments. And remember, may the Force be with you. I've been Captain Jack. Thanks for watching my channel. Feel free to subscribe for more information on Star Wars Battlefront and sci-fi in general. If you like more dedicated Star Wars content, head over to my dedicated Star Wars channel, which is called Star Wars Galaxy. There will be a link on screen and in the description right now. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.